Hello guys and welcome back to yet another match day in the TPL Season 4. And yeah, alongside me is North again. Say hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, this week we are going to play against Geninja again, which we succeeded in the first match, but now they want revenge and we won't give it to them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Should be good.
should be good, that's right. And we hop right into the team, and as always you have the first Pokemon.
Yeah, so this is a new guy. We decided to get Toxapex, and he has a really good matchup here. Fifth step just checks a lot of mons in their team, and haste allows us to stop them setting up all over us, and knockoff is just very good because they don't have a Mega. So.
Then we have Tangrowth. We wanted at least one spicy item in our team, or at least I wanted at least one spicy item. That's why we we decided on Big Root. It increases the amount of HP we heal from Leech Seeds. Also we have Giga Drain and Knockoff. Like we said, they don't have a Mega, so Knockoff is free. And Sleep Powder to potentially put something to sleep, since they don't have a Grass type, which is perfect for us.
Yeah. And then we have one of our offensive mons, which is Weavile. Weavile speed here is very good here, and they have nothing that is resist both ice and dark. So yeah, triple axle and knockoff just for maximum damage, and then sword stance we can use to like win in the late game. Ice shard is very good to stop Lando and Latias. So yeah.
Then we have our other offensive mon, but the special one, Alakazam, also new in the team, with 3 attack substitute. Most of the time we just want to click Psychic or Dazzling Gleam, but we got the Shadow Ball for stuff like the Metagross, and decided that substitute could be valuable, so we can prevent Sucker Punch shenanigans from like Cinder Ace, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, and now we have Gligar, just one of our special checks, our main check to Coco mostly. Stealth Rocker, because last time the momentum was very annoying, so we want to punish that by having Rock Stop. Yeah, U-turn to gain momentum into our mons as well.
And the last one is a well-known face. It's Aromatisse, also special defensive. It helps to check stuff like the Ladi, which can be annoying. It could also switch into other special attacks. Like last time we saw that it could tank the Skuntank. So it's not there for it, but it works, and it has Wish Protect again, Heal Buff support for our team, and Moonblast as the only move we need. Alright, we will see you guys in the battle. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So we are in the battle, but as you can see, it's a post-commentary one. And North, you can gladly take up and tell them why it's a post-commentary.
Yeah, so it was a post-commentary because the game was pretty long. It was like almost 2 hours, so we didn't feel like recording the whole thing. So yeah, you get to hear us talk after the game instead.
Yeah, and since the battle, I think 2 days have passed, and
Yeah.
So keep in mind that we maybe don't have anything in like, how's it called? We don't remember everything anymore, but we will gladly give our best. And before we jump into the replay, I want to talk about the lead. So what did we lead and why did we lead it? North?
Yes. So I think our main goal of this game was to put offensive pressure on them, because we knew that we most likely could wall everything, and we figured like we don't have removal, so we were a bit scared of Sticky Whip. So we figured we could maybe scare them out with a triple axle Weavile, since it would work against Sash. And yeah, that became our lead.
So Weavile was our lead of choice. we can see we predicted the Rebombe lead right. And as we can see, we did. And I have to pause immediately because this is an interesting turn. As we said, we were trying to scare them out with triple Axel. And since we kind of predicted the focus sash and they didn't know what item we were, if we were like any offensive item, triple Axel would have killed every time. But at the same time, after we clicked Weavile as a lead, we were kind of scared that this Rebombe could be defensive or whatever. And so after we choose Weavile for especially this situation, afterwards we chickened out kind of and said maybe let's play it safe first and switch out.
Yeah, and the good thing about leading it is that we kind of forced it to click a move because it couldn't really click
sticky webs,
right? Because
Yeah.
if we click triple Axel, and let's say we don't get all the hits, like we still have good chance of killing it with any other moves.
True.
And if they do click web, we still get another attack. So
Yes, that's true. That's why we switch out, like I said, into Toxapex. It's a safe play. And as we can see from damage, they were special offensive. Now they get the sticky webs out, but we try to fire off a Scald to break the sash, potentially, and also to punish a potential switch if they would have decided on switching.
exactly, burn is really good here because they have nothing that wants to be burned, really.
Yeah, but no burn. And now
No.
they pivot out, we see U-turn on it as well, and we reveal our Rocky Helmet, but we get the play right, and we were able to predict the Ladi switch with knockoff. Therefore, Ladi is losing its expert belt, and North was correctly afraid of it being weakness policy maybe, but I said I think it's fine. Most likely it isn't, and I'm glad it wasn't. Okay, so Ladi scares us out, and we have our check.
Yeah, we just go into our Aromatist, Bedef, we know he can't really touch us. And yeah, we just click Moonblast most of the time.
Indeed, but now we are scared out of this land, so we have to go into that the check for this one. And with this damage, we can clearly see it's choice banned because 48% with a U-turn is way too much for physical defensive tank growth. So yeah, banned it is. But that's actually not that bad for us since we now know that they are locked into a move every time.
Yeah, exactly.
So Silvally Normal comes out and they freeze us.
Yeah, but luckily for us we just have a Skull to get unfreezed, so...
True. They pivot out. Like North said, we click score to 4. And Ladi comes in just to Baton Pass again. And we predicted this one as well. And we were staying in. Since we calculed that even if they attack us with Psychic, we would live. And we wanted to punish them. But after we revealed that we stay in, they knew that they don't want to switch anything in, they want to lose the item. So they figured that they are getting rid of the leftovers on Kriegers, which is great for us too.
Yeah. Really helps our Weavile to get closer to the win. Because as you know from our team builder, we have heavy duty boots Weavile. We now know for a fact that Silvally is not Scarf, we know that Landorus is not Scarf, and we know that Latias is not Scarf.
Yeah, and Rebombe isn't as well. So the only potential Scarf out there could be Blastoise, but that's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Meaning that Weavile is going to be the fastest mon on the field as long as it has its heavy duty boots. And but they pressure us with Toxic Spikes. It's not the biggest pressure since we have a Toxapex, but it has to come in. And we can't really switch a Toxapex into a Ladi, so that's why we are currently switching into Gligar. Here we thought they revealed Mystical Fire and Baton Pass. They have to play a Psychic move. So we thought maybe they don't have the Ice Beam. But they did. It's not the biggest deal since Gligar was specially defensive and could take one every time, but still it was annoying.
Yeah, exactly. But he was mostly there for the Coco, so.
True. Yeah, I have to explain this one as well, I think. So we got the rocks out with Gligar, and then we switched out, expecting a psychic move, or no, not a psychic move. A mystical fire, predict a baton pass, or like an ice beam again. In all three cases, the Toxapex would be fine, but they decided on clicking psychic, which is bad, of course. But we calculed beforehand that if they do it, then Toxapex wouldn't die, and we wanted to get rid of the toxic spikes as soon as possible. So,
yeah.
Since we have Regenerator, it's not that big of a deal.
Exactly.
Now Aromatisse comes in. Mystic Fire is annoying, but still Lardy can't do anything against us. They know that as well. And now we get confirmation on the Blastoise set and get some chip as well. And of course, Moonblast got a special attack drop. So
yeah, our end goal is just to chip everything down, because we know that most Rebons cannot heal, while ours can. So we're mostly just playing it very safe. Try and average our end game.
True. From here, we thought we might prevent the Blastoise. No. We saw that they are Southwest, right? So after the Moonblast.
Yeah.
So we knew they are not Shell Smash. In that case, we wanted to go into Toxapex since it can tank everything with ease, besides an Earthquake, but we would have lived that as well. And we can punish Rapid Spins with our Rocky Helmet. Here we were predicting that they would switch out, and we could have recovered, but since we have Regenerator, we figured that Scott would be better, and we're trying to fish for a burn yet again. On Lando this would have been so nice, but as you can see, it didn't work.
It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it still worked out pretty well because we got the chip that we wanted on it.
True. And now they decided on clicking Earthquake, which was fine by us, since Tangrowth can take that with ease. And we were free to leech lead the Cofagrigus, and as you guys may know from the team builder, we have big root on Tangrowth, so we heal more. No words.
Yeah, just really unfortunate.
Yeah, so
we move on.
Yeah,
we have Aromatisse that can always come in on this. It's not a big problem.
And with this Moonblast, we can see that this Valley is defensive as well. So it's not an SD kind of set or like any offensive one. So we know that we don't really have to fear for a Valley sweep in the end or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Here they try to toxic us, and I don't think it's a secret to tell you guys that we always fucking play the same Aromatisse set. Therefore, it's a no-brainer what move we are going to click next.
Oh yeah, and here we know that it's banded, so we just click protect to scout what we're gonna go for.
Yeah, they predict our switch out into Tangrowth, which was obvious, but we don't lose anything since we can regenerate up our mons. And as we can see, Ribombee isn't able to break through Toxapex. We were not sure if this Ribombee was hiding Psychic as its last move, since it could have been a big brain strat not clicking it until Toxapex is low enough for it to kill. Therefore we played safe yet again, since we were under no pressure yet, and
Exactly.
gone into Aromatisse.
Like, if they had Psychic and they managed to kill us, then the game could have been hard, while if we switched out, we actually just didn't lose anything, so.
Indeed. And here comes an annoying part. So basically they are going to pain split a lot, since they don't want us to has to kill them while we have high HP.
Yeah.
So we wish our things up, but then we decided on switching into Gligar because this would have dragged out a long time. We are pretty sure that we would have won that 1v1 with Aromatisse by keep wishing it up and stuff until the pain splits run out, but it's 30 pain splits, so it's not worth the trouble.
Yeah.
So we decided on just switching into Gligar, which is low on health already, so pain split doesn't do anything. But the problem here was that Earthquake wasn't nearly enough to kill the Cofagrigus. Therefore, we can't take it out, so we just decided on rocking first. Then we saw that Shadow Ball isn't even killing us. That's why we decided on boosting up.
And we just keep going for the Earthquake to get the chip. We managed to kill it.
So, 38 turns and we got our first mon killed. And it was already like over 1 hour played at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tough. Okay, so Lando comes in and we want to play for differential first. So we switch out into our check. They predicted that, and we revealed our big root, which was kind of swag. So it's fine. We don't really need it. Here's a leeching kill. Lando comes back in, and quiz time. What do you guys think this Lando has clicked now, since it's on 8% HP and it's banded? 3, 2, 1. Explosion! The takeoff was gone. We didn't expect the explosion at all, but it made sense. Also, we couldn't have switched anything into it, since even our Toxapex would have died to it. So, yeah, Takeoff had to die, which isn't the worst, since it did its job. So, but we couldn't play for a 6-0 now.
No, sadly not.
But now it's Weaver time. At least we bluffed it. We wanted to go for game now with Weaver, but then we were a bit the scaredy cat this game. We were assessing the situation and thought maybe they could have body press on the Blastoise for Weaver, and we didn't want to risk it. That's why we switched out into Toxapex.
Yeah.
As we can see, they can't do anything against us. We get rid of the Assault Vest, and now they are also definitely in range for Weavile, but we tried to pivot into Aromatisse first. And now we decided with the Wish support, it's time for Weavile. They go for the Ice Beam, as we hoped for. And now we can knock. We thought that we would knock it out at this point, but they had some investment in defense, so that's why they barely lived. And also they didn't have an item, so knockoff is weakened, of course.
Yeah.
Therefore, Weavile wasn't able to claim the kill on Blastoise. It can fire off a Scald, but luckily Scald didn't burn on their side either. Worst case, we still had Wish and Heal Bell on Aromatisse, so it wouldn't have been the worst thing, but it would have dragged the game out, so we were glad it didn't. And yeah, I don't know why we switched out here. It's because this civilian was defensive and knockoff wasn't a guaranteed KO. So we decided on playing it safe yet again, which I can tell you this much is working really well, but
Yeah.
we got freeze yet again. Which is not the end of the world since we have scored on Toxapex, but it's funny to get freezed 2 times in the same battle. Yeah, but I think we all know where this is going. They can't really break us.
And we slowly just beat them down.
We even got the burn. And Ladi comes in. And Aromatis kills it. With an unnecessary crit at the end. Yeah, so we did it. First match after the second draft. We made some adjustments to our team. And they work perfectly fine. And I think it fits our playstyle way more. We will, of course, see in the upcoming matches if that's the case. But against Geninja, which has a really scary looking draft as well, we were managing to hold our defense together and barely scratched on the 6-0 mark in the end. A 5-0, which is really convincing. Okay, that's the battle. Do you have anything to say, or?
No, that's good.
Okay.
I mean, we played very safe. We didn't have to do many predictions this game because of our region core. We were always gonna win most of the times.
That's exactly why we drafted it. Yeah. So great start. We have to try to connect to that in the upcoming matches. But as for now, we will see you guys in next video, and bye bye.
Bye bye.